Well, hello, Facebook friends. My name is Cassandra Pickett, and I'm coming to you from the Small Business Network podcast, episode 173. So today I was wanted to talk to you about goals. This is not going to be a long segment, and basically we're just going to just talk about some of the things that I feel that's important. And if you like it, please let me know. If you don't, it's something I can improve, please let me know. So basically, I met Dr. James McConnell, and he basically gave me a challenge today. And he said, you can talk about anything. So the first thing that I thought about was goals. This is the first of the year, and this is the first week, and this is day number 5. And for me, it's symbolic. When you start giving numbers, being in the faith-based community, number 5 means grace and means favor. So for me, I'm being favored today. All right. So we're going to get right into it. Goals. What are goals? There's going to be a couple of materials that I'm going to reference that are not my own, and I give it to you at the end of what I'm actually looking at. So first of all, when we talk about goals, goals are a desired result that you or a team are committed to achieving within a specific amount of time. It involves setting long-term goals, short-term goals, objectives, personal, any type of goals that you may. Well, I tell you the different types of goals that you can set to track your progress and attain a desired result and to stay focused on those goals, right? So when we say that, when we talk about goals, most times people, and I just say me, when I start looking at these goals, I start saying, okay, are they going to be long-term? Are they going to be short-term? Personal? It can be a financial goal. It can be a professional goal. It can be a social goal. Today, I'm actually talking about 2 goals. This is a social goal because this is the first time that I've ever done a live Facebook in front of, I have 4 people, and who knows how far this is going to go. But this is my first live podcast. So with that being said, so I have 2 goals, the social goal, and I have a personal goal. So here again, when we start talking about goals, they are specific to you. And there's a definition that we talk about with SMART when you start speaking about goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time. So when you start saying about these goals, what is specific? Means that what goal are you trying to achieve? That's specific to what you want and what you want to do. Then we have measurable. How do you measure your goal? Or how meaningful is this goal to you? Then we have attainable or action-oriented. How can you obtain that goal? How attainable is it? What action are you putting behind it to get that goal? And then we have the R, relevant or rewarding. What's relevant? How, is it realistic? And then once you get that goal, how do you reward yourself? Then you have time. Is it timely? What's your time frame? Is it a week, a couple of months? Here again, that's when you get into the long-term and short-term goals or whatever is specific to you. And how do you track those goals? So with me, I'm going to give you normally if you want to have a goal, there's normally 3 top goals that you're trying to obtain. And with me, my 3 are health, wealth, and happiness. And you can do all 3. But what's the most important one for me right now is my health. So what do I want to do? So how can I track this goal with health? So with me, what I decided to do, I have already joined a gym, which is kickboxing, Rockbox Fitness, okay? I love kickboxing, been doing this for a number of years. And off and on, off and on. And I've decided to take my health a little bit more personable. And there's nothing wrong with me or anything like that. It's just that when you hit 27, you want to keep that 27 waist, okay? I'm just joking. But at any rate, to me, health is more important for me in this time in my life. So with that being said, I joined the gym. And when I got there, the young man said, well, I can help you get to whatever you want to get to, but you got to make the commitment and you got to come. So I had to make the commitment. So I go 3 days a week, and I had to work on my eating habits. So with that, I had to track it. So basically, the S is for specific. So my health right now, right? So what's meaningful? It's meaningful to me. I can measure it. I'm going 3 days a week. Okay. So how's that attainable? How's that attainable for me? That means I can go in the morning. I can go in the afternoon. And what works best for me? So what works best for me, where I'm getting the best from that particular goal, I go first thing in the morning, 6 in the morning. That way I can go ahead and work out, get refreshed, and then go on to work, right? So that's the A. So with the relevant, this is realistic for me that I can go to this, that I can basically take this, go to the gym, go 3 days a week, and basically it's realistic because it fits into my time frame of when I want to do everything else. So for me, evening wouldn't work for me because by the time I get home, I'm tired, sluggish, you want to rest. But if I take that first day in the morning, then that works, right? And then the time, how am I tracking this? So basically, I'm there an hour. I have my water intake, and then I have 2 shakes I have 2 shakes a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So with that being said, I see something that says less here. Okay, can you not hear me? If I need to turn it up. Here again, this is live, all right? So I'm tracking my time and what's happening for me. And that's my, this is just one of my goals. Like I said, I had 3, and you can do all 3. And also going back to rewarding myself with the R. How I reward myself, sometimes I do cheat. So when I know I've done good for that first month, I do go to Mayberry's Ice Cream. I'm in North Carolina, and I basically give me some ice cream. Now, that's not good, but I don't really eat ice cream. It's actually sherbet, so that doesn't count, right? All right, okay. But at any rate, just saying that, basically giving you, what are goals, what are the SMART goals, basically, and what are the goals, basically told you long or short term, and some of the steps. How do you go about that? So I just kind of just put the cart before the horse, right? But at any rate, basically, what is your plan? How do you plan to get where you want to be? I work in higher ed, and a friend of mine, he's a project manager, and he always used this thing where if you want to, because he's a project manager, if you want to get to a goal, basically, how do you plan it? I said, well, I don't drive. The first thing I do, I get an airline ticket. But we're going to just take the long road, okay? We're not going to do the short term. So anything that you want to do, you basically plan it. So if you want to go to Disney World, so what you would basically do was say, I want to go to Disney World April or May. You don't really want to go hot down in Florida. You definitely don't want to do that. So you want to go when the weather's nice and kind of warm where you can get through those theme parks. So you plan what day you want to leave, and you kind of what day you want to go. And you basically, if you're going to drive, you get a map. How long is it going to take you to drive? Then you get a car and you do those things. It's the same thing with your goals. You have to plan, what do you want, and the how will come. So basically, when you start planning your goals, it's what you want. How do you want to get there? When do you want to get there to achieve your goals? It's just like you plan anything else. You plan this, right? Okay. And with one of the icons here that I've had the pleasure of really befriending which is Dr. Joe Dudley. And he always say, the why, know your why. Why do you want to do what you want to do? Why do you want this goal? And we're going to talk about vision next, because basically I just wanted to start with the goals. But why do you want what you want, and the how will come? And when you think of that in mind, the how will come. All right. So with that, basically how to set your goals. You have to focus on it. You have to be consistent. And you have to keep that goal in front of you every day. So that means that you write it down, and you have to look at that goal. And I have studied Bob Proctor, where he's saying, I'm so happy and grateful. And you can say, I'm so happy and grateful today that I worked out. Those kinds of things you can do to say that, hey, this is what I've done today. So basically, I just wanted to come before you today and just bring some things out just to talk about goals. It wasn't going to be long and drawn out. This is my first podcast, but my very first podcast. And I really hope that you was inspired. And I hope that this impacts you in some type of way that you can take and you can leave with something. And also to influence you to get up. This is a new year, and we're here to do something great. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and make it a great evening. Take care.